Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Sexual stuff with the guys from Color Me Bad. Nerd Wars! No, wait a minute. We're not doing Nerd Wars. We're doing Wacky Gamer. We're doing a podcast.
Oh, yeah. I guess we are.
We are doing a podcast. Welcome to the Wacky Gamer podcast, everybody.
Yes.
I'm Adam McLaughlin,
I think
sitting
this
right here.
thing is working. I'm going to type right now. This is me, Jeff Reitman.
And this is Jeff Reitman typing.
Yes.
Because, as always, we're doing it live via the internet.
Yeah, no one's in here with us right now.
No one's in here with us.
It's cool.
Here's the thing. The internet is really the cutting edge of technology. We are on the cutting edge doing it live on the internet.
Yeah.
It's the truth. Why aren't you talking?
People are there. Okay.
Yeah,
I was
people
just waiting
come.
for people to catch up with us.
Yo, psh, yeah.
Yo,
See,
I
everybody's
want to
here.
give a big shout out to all the motherfuckers in. Sorry, I cursed on
Why are
YouTube,
you just
but
swearing?
all the motherfuckers out on YouTube land. There's a bunch of people typing. You want to read off their names just so they get some recognition?
Well, I'm bad at reading names.
Okay, you read the first one. I'll read the other six.
Young Killer.
Young Killer be out in there. Blimey Games be out in there. Crimson Shadow, Video Go, Interstellar Media 87, Snake Eye 5984. What's up, boys?
You know, to everybody who's only listening to this, you could just be making up random words and putting them together.
Well, that's what YouTube handles are most of the
they
time.
are, I guess.
Yeah.
What's your YouTube handle?
Wacky Gamer Comedy.
Well, there you go. You can look us up. Yeah. All right. So what do we got on the menu today? There,
I want to
Jeffrey?
talk about Portal 2.
All right.
I want to give a shout out to Blimey because Blimey and I have been playing Portal 2 co-op, which I had not experienced because I have no
Friends.
True, I have no friends on Steam, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Like Xbox, I got probably 50, 60 people on my
Well, they're
friends
more
list.
of acquaintances, though.
No, that's a lot of people I know pretty well from Seattle. And whatnot.
Yeah, or
but no
acquaintances.
one's on my Steam.
Yeah.
So I put out a big shout out. I'm like, I need someone to play Portal 2 with, and she was kind enough to play some Portal 2 co-op. Now we had never talked to each other, so I was picturing her voice being like Mr. Girlfriend from
You mean Dr. Girlfriend?
or Dr. Girlfriend from Venture Brothers. Yeah.
Hey there, Monarch. Let's go make out.
Which I told her, but she lives in Canada and she had never seen that show.
You've never seen Venture Brothers?
She had
Well, I mean,
never
she's
seen Venture Brothers.
That's
That's a tragedy right there.
pretty. That hurts.
That does hurt.
You should watch Venture Brothers.
I know. I mean, you can't live without watching the Venture Bros.
Who were you playing with?
Blimey Games.
Blimey Games?
Yeah.
She should watch Venture Brothers.
Yeah. I also figured out a good porn name for her.
Blimey Games?
Dr. Girlfriend.
Oh, Dr. Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's copywritten.
Doesn't matter in porn.
Well, it's the same. I tried to do porn as Mario. And they're like, Mario what? And I'm like, no, just Mario.
No, you were like, fine, if I have to have two names, Dr. Mario.
Yeah, that's what I told them. And I dressed up like Mario. They said it was the size of my genitalia that kept it. I think it was the name Mario.
I think it was the fact that you're Dr. Mario.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was overqualified.
She said that she's going to get her fiance to call her Dr. Girlfriend in the sack now. That is something I did not need to picture. Thank you for that, though.
Well, I love this. Somebody wrote in Mario porn ? Hell yeah!
That was like an inquisitive, like, where do I get?
Yeah, where do I get this
You
Mario
get it
porn?
at redmariotube.com.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's the challenge to our viewers. I would like to see some softcore Mario
Do we
pornography.
want to do Portal 2 real quick?
Well, that's what we were talking about.
Okay, so Portal 2 co-op is awesome. Completely different campaign. If you haven't tried it, make sure go get some friends and try it. I just want to throw that out there. I know I'm late to the party, really fucking late to the party.
Yeah.
But thank you, Blimey, for allowing me to be late to the party because there was no way I was going to get through Portal 2 co-op with my wife.
Yeah.
Because Blimey and I were ready to kill each other.
And at least she's like a whole nation
Yeah, she's
away.
like 3,000 miles away.
It's really hard to strangle somebody.
Yeah, and
over that distance.
I mean, I did email her fiance and ask him to strangle her. But
did he?
Yeah, let us know if he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep us posted.
So we got T-shirts.
We did get T-shirts made. I forgot to bring my T-shirt because it turns out marijuana affects
brain.
No, not brain. It's the thing that makes you not forget.
Vagina.
Yeah, memory.
Memory.
It affects memory, and I didn't remember.
Why do I look so short today? Probably because I'm slouching.
Yeah, you are slouching.
Yeah.
Anyway. I'm sitting up.
Well, Adam's shorter than me, not by much, like half an inch.
Mm-hmm.
And he always looks taller than me sitting down because I always thought.
I have a long torso.
That's what she said. Okay. Yes, he strangled her while he called her Dr. Girlfriend.
Well, that's sexual. We already know that's their sex name.
Ooh, I wanna sex you up.
Anyway.
All night long. Okay. T-shirts.
Yeah, let's talk about the
T-shirts. We got Nerd Wars T-shirt. We got Jokey. We got Adam as Thor Spork.
Yep.
We got Ryan as Krang.
Mm-hmm. And you as Loki.
Me as Jokey. And then the Nerd Wars shirt. And Adrian was kind enough to do the art. He's not getting paid for it unless you buy some shirts. So if you want some shirts, you like nerd shirts, you like having nerd shirts, go buy them because the art looks awesome. I got it on now.
It's actually really cool.
You should totally get it. Mm-hmm. We ordered a bunch of them. I put in an order for 10 for, like, the crew.
Yeah.
Me, Cronin, you, girlfriends, wives, yeah.
Yeah. I would recommend anybody out there who has a beard, go ahead and get the Spork shirt. Just tell people it's you. They'll never know. I mean, I tell people that I directed Mallrats. They believe me.
Because you did.
Shh. We don't want them to really know I'm Kevin Smith.
You're not, though. You're not nearly as sexy as Kevin Smith.
We'd have a much better setup.
We would.
If I was Kevin Smith, we wouldn't be sitting on your dirty couch.
The reason we're sitting on the couch is we just shot 2 first 50 minutes.
Oh, God. The first 50... Should we tell them?
Yeah, well, we can tell you what the games are. Yeah. We'll give you a quick...
This would be my favorite game.
Well, Last Airbender's over there, so I'm not going to get it. But the first game we played, which will be up this week, I'm going to Vegas this weekend. Woo, Vegas. We'll talk about that in a sec. But no podcast this weekend.
No podcast.
So you're going to have to live with this one. But the first game we played was Last Airbender. That'll be up this week. Mm-hmm. And not as bad as we thought. That's all we're going to say. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This game, on the other hand...
We'll really put it up there so they can see it.
Oh, they'll be able to see it.
This game, what is it?
Rapala Tournament Fishing.
Oh, my God.
And that's all we're going to say.
You
can
challenge.
Watch... No. What? Go ahead.
I have a question for anybody listening right now. Has anyone ever played a good fishing game? Can somebody just tell me one good fishing game? And it can't be a side mission in World of Warcraft or Zelda. It has to be a real fishing game. That's what I really want to know. I've never. It's like Bigfoot. You hear about it, but you never see it.
I've never heard about it.
You've never heard about Bigfoot?
No.
Oh.
The fishing game.
Well, the fishing game.
Yeah. I think it's even more elusive than Bigfoot.
Even more elusive than Bigfoot, yeah.
Like no one's ever heard of it.
Well, you never see footprints.
Like there's not even words to describe it because no one's ever heard of it.
No, I think the Iroquois Indians had murals that they
or
painted about
those guys in Africa that like
Indigenous
there's no English
tribes?
Word, but the only people to have ever seen it only talk in clicks.
Yeah, it's like
and it's completely untranslatable. Man.
Does anybody?
No, but someone Blimey did say you would only take up 1.5 airplane seats.
I'd only take up 1.5. That's pretty much spot on. When I'm in an airplane, I have to fold my shoulders.
Adam's that guy that when he walks into the airplane, you hope to God he's not sitting in the middle seat next to you.
Yeah, I do take up the entire aisle. Like I have to walk sideways down the aisle.
Yeah.
Because my arms will hit everybody.
Because he's
large.
Big boned. We'll just call it big boned.
It's true, I am big boned. My bones
Your bones are really big.
Well, they're covered in fat.
Not what your girlfriend says. She says fucking tiny. Anyway, what are we talking about?
I don't know. You just brought up my girlfriend for some reason.
Oh, Vegas.
What?
You've been to Vegas.
Well, I have been to Vegas.
When was the last time? Fat Pack?
You should... Okay, so that's not my nickname. Fat Pack isn't my nickname.
But was that the last time?
Yes. Okay, no, we had to tell them what that is.
No,
I'm not just like, no, shut up. I'm not just letting you just call me Fat Pack. We did you can see it on YouTube. We did a mockumentary called Fat Pack, which was 4 overweight comedians going to Las Vegas and having an intervention and being told they eat too much and then trying to lose weight.
Yeah, if you want a disturbing mental image, you can see the one where Adam is in the pool.
Mm-hmm. That was sexy.
Oh, God.
Here's the great thing. They didn't show this in the footage, but we're just being as gross as we possibly can.
Yeah.
So I'm rubbing baby oil all over my body and coming on to random women at the pool, right? They didn't put that in. And then I was eating French fries with mayonnaise.
Why don't you look at the people?
Well, I was eating French fries with mayonnaise, and I'd get just as much mayonnaise onto it as I can. And then the gag was going to be I'd drop it onto my stomach, wipe it off with the French fry, and eat it, right? 2 problems. Number 1, mayonnaise fell into my belly button. Number 2, I'm covered in oil. And so when I get it out, it's covered in baby oil. It's glistening on top of the mayonnaise. And there's belly button lint on it. But I'm a trooper. I'm a professional, so I ate it. And
Wait, that time you were a trooper, but you wouldn't drink the dredges from the
And
chicken
I
McNugget
did.
after we harassed
whatever.
you.
Anyway, we go back to the room, and I threw up twice, projectile vomited on film in character. And right when I'm done throwing up, I'm like, let's go to the buffet. I'm starving. Right? Each time, didn't make it. I was so disappointed because that was really hard to do.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
Everyone agrees that was nasty.
Yeah,
the
I
forums.
lived it. Ew, indeed, nasty.
Snake Eyes, he's done some dumb shit in his life.
Mm-hmm.
We need to figure out dumb shit for you to do at Comic-Con still.
Yeah. I'd love to hear suggestions.
And we want to run a contest, and Adrian wants to give away one of the shirts for free too. But here's the question, is what contest should we run that everyone can pretty much enter? Because we don't want to put it based on some skill, but we also want people to not be able to just instantly, like...
Well, it should be suggestion-based, like suggestions for things to do at Comic-Con. Or I have one. We're going to bring the Fuggles, if you've seen the videos.
This might be a good one.
We're bringing these monster puppets.
The ones that we used at WonderCon.
Zig and Zag and Torque,
Yep.
the Fuggles. A couple others are coming, too. We want costumes for them. I'm going to spend next month making costumes and new Fuggle puppets.
Next month starts next week.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Well, as soon as I move back into my old place. But the point is, we need ideas for costumes.
Yes.
Right now, Spock is going to be one of the costumes. That's the only costume I'm going to tell you. Spock will be one of the costumes because it's easy.
He wants easy because he's lazy.
Well, no, easy because they're easy to make, easy to fold, not a lot of props. You know? So a Transformer, probably not going to make
happen,
it.
yeah.
But, Superman, very easy to make.
Yes.
So, if you have any suggestions for Fuggles,
Fuggle costumes
yeah,
for Comic-Con.
we could give a T-shirt away for that. Not one of our T-shirts, probably one of my old T-shirts.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I think we talked about it last time, but just real recap on Comic-Con. We're not doing a comedy show.
Nope.
But we are going to try and flash mob a hotel lobby Thursday or Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Just all meet up. Screen team is in, assuming they're not busy, but I emailed Chad and Angie, and they said they would come down, trying to get some other people. Dodger from Press Hard, if she's available. Trade Chat, if she's there. It'll be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give details later, but we'll have a follow on Twitter, Facebook, and I'll Twitter and Facebook from the show where you can meet us, and we'll meet up. Is that fair?
Yes, it is.
Sound like a good plan. See, this is the part where Adam's trying to read and listen at the same time. He doesn't do a very good job.
I was listening flash mob, blah, blah, blah,
See?
blah, reading. You know what? It's
Yeah.
somebody's birthday today.
I know. You actually read that.
I did read it.
And what's his name? Because I think his name's the best ever.
Mike Hawk.
No, the guy who asked us to shout out his friend's birthday.
Mr. Chode 15. Mr. Chode 15, your friend Mike Hawk, it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Mike
Do you want to sing a impromptu happy birthday song?
Okay, let's do it like row, row, row your boat.
I don't want happy birthday. I just want to make one
Well,
up.
we can't sing happy birthday. It's trademarked.
What could Mike Hawk's superpower be?
Probably flying. His last name's Hawk.
Yeah, but it's got to be ironic.
Devouring every part of an animal.
He eats rats really quickly.
He can eat a rat.
So
really
let's
quick.
do a happy birthday song that involves him eating rats.
We're gonna try and sing this at the same time.
Yeah, we're gonna rap it. You do a verse,
What?
I'll do a verse. Am I the only one that thinks this is a crazy
all right.
idea?
Fine. Yo, Mike, it's your birthday, and that's what's up. I'm gonna give you some beer in a cup. There.
You can take that rat and stick it in your beak, and then say, motherfucker, this is neat.
So neat rhymes with beak. That means anything rhymes with what? I'm gonna put your rat in my butt.
Adam likes rats in his butt. You know what else he likes? Penises. Because he's hella gay. Adam's hella gay. Hella gay.
We might want to try practicing rapping before we do this again.
How are we supposed to know Mr. Chode was going to need a birthday shout out?
Well, I think we should probably rap birthday songs probably every day. We could call each other up.
All right, you let us know if you like the birthday rap in the comments, but I thought it was pretty epic. Baby's Nook's got a good comment, or Baby's Knowles, but what happened to Know Your Street Fighter? You going to do more? Because people love those things.
More Know Your Street Fighter?
Yeah. You only did like 5 characters.
I guess I could probably
You could do Chun-Li.
Yeah.
You could do, who else didn't we touch up?
Maybe. Expect more puppets.
I would do some Mortal Kombat. You could do Know Your Mortal Kombat, too.
Yeah, we could just do Know Your and then fill in the video game blank.
We could do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, there'll be a lot more puppets coming up. Because I'm moving back into my old place. That's the place where I actually filmed the puppets.
And you got the 5th part of the series coming still, right?
Mm-hmm. Next week. Well, next week I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, but depending on when it gets to, it may not go up next week. But yeah, we'll
we'll
get more puppets. I also have a couple video game related sketches that I want to film with the puppets that I've written that Adam doesn't know about yet.
Yeah, what would those be?
We've talked about them.
Yeah, we talk about ideas.
But I've written some stuff out. We'll be filming those in the next few months and getting those up. But it's been kind of hectic for me at work, and then I got sick. It's been kind of shitty. But Mr. Chode said it was all right. Could have been better. In case you guys did not meet and notice, Mike Hawk sounds like Mike Hawk.
Well,
not at all.
Here's my thing.
It sounds like Mike Hawk.
I could just
because we're not Canadian.
Here's the thing. I could just be remembering this with rose-tinted glasses. But I'm pretty sure our rap was fucking amazing.
Epic. It was epic. It was epic.
I mean, it's been a while, but I remember it being perfect.
It was the best rap. I mean, you need to go rewind and listen to it.
It's probably innovated the rap industry.
I think my phone's ringing. Jay-Z's calling.
Was that Jay-Z? I hung up on him.
Shit.
Well. Yeah, well,
he'll call back. He probably ass-dialed me anyway.
He'll call back. Yeah. Yeah, I get that a lot. I'm the first number in Jay-Z's phone. ADAM, you know. Anyway, the point is, I got something I want to talk about.
Yeah? Did I ever finish talking about stuff?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. We're just rambling.
Go ahead.
Around. I started reading again Marvel vs. DC, the comic book series from.
Who wins?
Nobody wins. Spoiler alert.
That's a dumb versus.
Mm-hmm. Well,
kind of like every one of our Nerd Wars.
Yeah, kind of. Well, you know, I remember the summer. So for those of you who don't know, there was a whole arc. There was a whole arc for an entire summer where Marvel and DC battled each other. Then had a comic book series where they were connected. You know, Wolverine and Batman became one person. Darkclaw was his name. But there was a whole summer where they did this. Interesting thing, though, if you read that, they promote gambling in it, where it's like Captain America versus Batman, and people in it are taking bets, and they keep doing these side panels where like, well, you know, it's like going to be the end of the world, but people keep putting bets, and I remember actually placing bets that summer on those comic books.
Is there more?
You know, you fucking suck.
No, I was listening the whole time, but you like described the plot line. But I'm waiting for an opinion.
I'm waiting for something from you. This is supposed to be a
I was waiting for like it's really awesome.
Well, I would say.
Is it awesome?
I would say.
Wow, that was so worth me asking the question.
Well, it's mediocre. It's mediocre. It's as far as the big long story arc, summer story arcs go, it's better than most of them.
Well, so speaking of, I've been reading The Return of Doomsday or whatever.
Yeah.
After the death of Superman.
Mm-hmm. A big arc for Superman.
Doomsday comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple times. Now that's like.
Huh. That's Doomsday's superpower.
Yeah, but they're like, oh, we killed him, and then it's like, no, Brainiac infected him. No, we killed him again. It's like, let's just admit we have no way to end Doomsday.
Well, of course they don't, because Doomsday is from that planet where he kept dying and
what
coming back
I
to life.
want from the authors of that series is basically a letter at the end being like, look, we didn't really think this out when we started it. We needed something that could kill Superman. Now we don't know what to do with it. So we're just milking that golden cow.
Why didn't they just put him in the sun?
Just put him anywhere. Anywhere where there's no technology. Some asshole's still going to find him, though. Like, Brainiac will find him.
Yeah, somebody will find him.
Darkseid will find him.
See, I think you
somebody's
going to
find him.
He can't even jump off planet.
But, God, it was... Every time, like, he came back in this book, I'm like, really? Really?
Now, I don't want to defend the makers of this comic book. What's the name of the graphic novel you're reading? The
Return of Doomsday.
Yeah, so why are you surprised that he keeps coming back?
3 times. Because it wasn't called the Return of the Return of the Return of Doomsday.
I think no, it would be called the Returns of Doomsday.
Either way, it's misleading.
I don't know. I don't have
fucking hate that comic book. What's up, Gonzalez HD? So
just shout out. I liked it.
You liked that one? You read that?
Yeah.
That? Oh my God.
I liked it. Doomsday comes back. It's his power. He comes back evolved to be able to fight.
I get that.
That's
but
why
it's the
Superman...
same problem I have with Superman.
Well,
He's
but
so
no,
fucking
Superman's
powerful
never come back to life.
that they have to contrive crazy scenarios for him to have an enemy.
Oh, I agree.
That's actually, like, it's the same problem with Doomsday.
So the problem with Doomsday is that he was made...
To counter the other
counter...
broken superhero. Really.
So don't buy a Superman comic book then.
That
Jeff.
I've learned. So I haven't in a long ass time, and I'm like, $19.99. I'll buy this. It's interesting. No, I was wrong. So I'm going to change topics before I'm upset. Several people asked what we guys thought of Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think?
I still haven't seen it.
I refuse to see it.
Well, now why do you refuse to see it? I'm just waiting for a paycheck, actually.
I am waiting for I was going to go, so I was sick this week.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the days I'm like, if I'm feeling better but not good enough to go to work, I'll sneak out and go see it. That didn't happen. Okay. So that's why I haven't seen it. Why haven't you seen it? Paycheck?
I'm waiting for a paycheck.
Yeah. And I got Vegas this week, so it's unlikely to happen this week either.
Yeah.
Unless I can convince everyone in Vegas to go.
Well, wait, but you said that you were boycotting it. You said you were.
I'm not really boycotting it. I don't have a problem with it. What I thought was surprising was I saw in the news today that Warner Brothers is contemplating making a sequel.
And why does that surprise you?
Because their budget was $200 million, and so far they've made $89 million in 2 weeks, which is atrocious.
Yeah, but that's only on box office sales.
Yeah, but they're barely going to eke out so that was $200 million development cost, not including the marketing, and there's been marketing all over the place. Some people, on the article, they said some people were saying it was probably the most expensive marketing spend of any movie this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I've seen more Green Lantern shit than Cars 2.
Oh, that's true. That's
far
that's
more.
True. I've seen more Green Lantern than anything. But so why do you think it's bombing?
I don't know, because not enough Canadians are seeing it.
You're just blaming the Canadians because they're listening to us right now.
Yeah.
You should pick a group that's not listening to us.
Portuguese?
Oh, those guys.
Oh, man.
Man, they hate Green Lantern.
But I love the comics. I want it to be good. But I know, this is what I've heard, everyone I know who's seen it, that it's not as bad as the reviews would have you believe. But no one's come out saying it's great. I gotta go see it. You gotta go see it.
That's true. I've talked to a lot of people. I've had a lot of people say, "Yeah, well, it wasn't that bad." Like that's the response.
Yeah,
you get.
That's not a go see it. That's a wait for it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Mr. Chode had something to say. He was wondering who would win in a fight, Batman versus Wolverine. What do you think?
I'm gonna have to go with Darkclaw.
That's a very safe answer. I would say Batman. Batman wins.
I would put Batman pretty much against anybody.
Yeah, Batman.
Except Doomsday.
Batman would figure it out. He'd figure out a way to handle it. He wouldn't kill him.
You know the dumbass idea in that comic that really got me going?
What?
Back to Doomsday. Was the Superman puts 4 teleporters on the moon. And he just has Doomsday porting between these 4 teleporters.
Okay.
And he's like, that'll take care of him because he never materializes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, 2 teleporters wouldn't have done the same thing.
You need 4.
And I'm like, if Batman were there, A, he would have thought of this way earlier. Like, why don't I just fucking teleport him back and forth between 2 points? B, Batman would have only used 2 teleporters right off the bat.
Yeah.
It's a financial thing. Why waste the money on 3 teleporters?
Well, Batman would figure out a way to do it.
Yes, this is really live, Raz.
Yes, it is live. But, we got another one. Deadpool versus Iron Man. Well, Deadpool could win, but he would never seal the deal. He always fucks up. He's his own worst enemy. He screws himself over. He'd see a pair of boobs.
I'd go with Iron Man just because I think Ryan Reynolds is a horrible Deadpool.
Did you know there was a comic called Deadpool?
Oh, I thought the comic
funny.
was based on the movie.
No, it's not based on it. You suck. Whatever.
Yeah. Batman versus Iron Man. See, people were just putting Nerd Wars requests, but we need Nerd Wars requests anyway. We'll get to them when we actually do a Nerd Wars.
We will get to them. We should talk about something else.
What have you done this week? I've been playing Portal 2. Haven't played any WoW. Oh, I did finish a game.
What game did you finish?
The one on the Xbox. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
There you go, buddy. How was it?
I was really enjoying myself.
Uh-huh.
And I love those games because I'll go do my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally do a story mission and go do my own thing. And I was doing that back and forth, and then all of a sudden the story just accelerates. Like, there's no breaks. It's like you're finishing the game now. But it's like an hour, and this is like late at night.
And there's no way for you to really...
I'm sure if I turned it off, it would have picked right up at the beginning of the subsection of the mission, but there was no, like, I just want to go back to the city and dick around. It's like,
you gotta finish
nope.
the game. You're
playing as Desmond. Have fun. Have fun jumping around the Coliseum when it's all ruined.
So your thing would be watch out for that moment.
Yeah. If there's ever a moment where actually you're fucked. So there's a point in the game where you go back as Desmond, right? They kind of kick you out.
Mm-hmm.
Once that happens, it's not the first time it happens, so don't be paranoid right away. But once that happens, you go back in, and you're done. Like, you're accelerating through that pace. Really fucking blows. And now Adam's reading comments and ignoring everything I'm saying.
I'm listening. Do you want to keep talking?
I'm just waiting for you to comment on the comments that you were so enthralled with.
I'll comment
You
on
yell
them
at
later.
me.
I'll comment on them
You
later.
yell at me, and you were just ignoring
That's
me.
because you make boring things. You make boring faces. I'm reading the comments to see if there's anything that I want to talk about or that we can talk about after you're done with your little tirade on Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
I love the game
Mm-hmm.
up until it fucked me.
Yeah. It's better than the game I'm playing now.
And then they made me watch unskippable credits. A retardedly long with nothing going in the background. So
Did something happen after the credits?
No.
Weak.
Yeah, that pissed me off because I wanted to quit, but I didn't. I wanted to make sure it's saved so that if I went back, it would put me back in the game and let me do whatever I wanted. But I was afraid, so I'm just sitting there like waiting it out. The least they could have done was throw like concept art in the background.
Yeah.
So it's like, new pictures, pretty pictures. But no, it's just fucking names. It must have gone on like 5-10 minutes. Maybe 1,000 names. I don't know if they got the entire island of Puerto Rico in on this game. But there are a lot of
That's where they made that game?
No, it was
It's
actually
really
Montreal.
Oh.
Which is a lot like Puerto Rico. People speak all funny and...
Okay, I guess in that sense they don't speak English. So...
It's cold and dank.
Yeah. Well, here, the game I've been playing this week, I knew I swore it off, but it's the only thing I have to play at work. We have a video game system at work. I've been playing Nintendo Wii Zelda.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
With the Wiimote?
With the Wiimote. The more I play Nintendo Wii, the more I hate Nintendo Wii. Like, seriously, you only have 2 buttons on your controller.
No, they've more than that.
Yeah, they got the trigger buttons and everything. But here's the thing with Zelda: the button to make my
how many buttons were on the original Nintendo controller?
Don't even.
Wah, loser.
How does that make me lose?
Loser.
How complicated were the games? There was
Loser.
jump and shoot.
Loser.
Anyway,
Loser.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. The button to make your horse go fast is the same button to get off your horse, which is the same button to use or to put away your weapon. So basically,
what button inseminates
A.
the horse?
Inseminates? B.
Yeah. B. See, they at least did that different.
Whatever. I'm just saying, this game blows ass. I just time after time, it's the way to solve the puzzle is something that you'd never figure out, or that stupid little bitch that's around with you, the demon chick, where it's like, oh, if you press up, she'll give you hints. No, she doesn't. She says things like, oh, it sounds like you need to go to the bookstore.
Is she a little old Russian lady?
No, well, no, that's supposed to be Japanese.
Oh.
Because she speaks Japanese.
Oh, sounds like you need to go. That's a dude.
You need to go to the bookstore. Okay, where's the bookstore?
That was better.
I never tell you. Why isn't it on my map? We could just put it on the map. We did not try very hard on this one. Like I'm being driven crazy by this game. Like, it's just a bad game. It's really a bad game. I'm baffled by the fact that people really like this game. It goes to show that's just how bad all the other games are on Wii, that this one is like the shining light. It's like finding
not Navi, is it?
It's finding a
not the
corn
fairy.
in a turd. What?
Is it the fairy?
No, it's the demon girl.
Okay, so it's not Navi.
It's not Navi.
No.
It's the demon girl. It's
So,
just driving me nuts.
Someone asked what we thought of Duke Nukem Forever.
I think it'll be fun. It looks fun.
I think it's going to be bad, but I have it on my Netflix, or Gamefly.
Yeah?
I got it on my Gamefly. Unfortunately, they sent me Infamous 2 first, which isn't really an unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I was trying to get Duke Nukem Forever first so I could talk about it soon. But let me put it this way. I was not going to spend $60 on Duke Nukem.
Well.
Not even $50.
Okay.
Not even $40. So Gamefly is perfect for this game.
So what are your grievances with Duke Nukem?
I don't have grievances per se. I just have a feeling that it was rushed out the door and that no game that spent 7 years in development and got almost canceled will end up as good as it could have been.
That's pretty good. Pretty good argument.
Right?
Yeah.
Where I know, like Portal 2, Valve worked on it 4 years or whatever, never got canceled, and they were just making it better the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't have that confidence with Duke Nukem Forever.
All right, I can see that.
So, and Black Sea 47 years or whatever, he said it sucked.
Yeah.
But like I said, I know people who said it's not too bad. It's I'm getting the Green Lantern summary.
So it's gonna be mediocre.
It's not as bad as the review thing. Vitamin water.
All right.
What else? Someone asked about Fear 3. I need to get Fear 3. It was Zawana. I want to know if you liked it. I'm a big fan of Fear. I got a history with Fear. And The Reckoning, or whatever that game was. Condemned, The Reckoning. That was a great game. Overlooked. Xbox 360, damn near launch title if it wasn't a launch title. Monolith makes good stuff. I'm excited to see it. Although I think Fear was done by somebody else, but
I don't even know Fear.
it's kind of a horror game, but not really. It's a shooter horror. It doesn't play like Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Much better game.
All right.
Much better game. Although it will still get you to jump out of the bed. It's one of those games you need to play in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds all right. We got a couple interesting things going on the board. Marvel killed off Spider-Man? That's news to me. Last I knew, Spider-Man took the place of the Human Torch in the Fantastic Four.
Dark Claw, I think.
Anyway, he took the place of the Human Torch in the Fantastic Four when they killed him.
It's the 50th anniversary of Fantastic Four this year.
Oh, really?
They're celebrating at Comic-Con. It's going to be a big deal. Big deal, big deal.
I'm not really a Fantastic Four fan.
Me
We've
neither.
talked about this, about how there's only 2 decent characters on the whole friggin' thing.
What else? Are you excited about Captain America?
I would say yes, I am excited about Captain America.
I'm really curious to see. Someone pointed out the director's never made a good movie, but I'm willing to go out on a limb on Captain America more than Green Lantern, and I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Captain America.
Green Lantern, yeah.
There's not as much special effects that could look awful. Like the Power of the Rings could look awful. It doesn't. Turns out, I've seen the previews. It looks pretty cool.
Yep.
But that could look really bad.
Yeah, if you did it cheesy.
Captain America.
And there's parts in the comics books where it looks cheesy.
Yeah. Whereas with Captain America, it's like, well, can you make a World War II movie? Yes?
Yes.
All right, now put Captain America
Put a shield in
there.
there.
There you go. You got it. I would be very surprised if the Captain America movie sucked. I would be very surprised. It looks great to me. That being said, the first Captain America movie was terrible. They couldn't do that right, so...
I mean, they could fuck it up again.
They could easily fuck it up again.
And that's okay, because, honestly, I'm not going to judge. But then I'm going to judge. About 2 minutes after I don't judge, I'm going to judge it.
I'd judge it.
I'm going to judge it totally.
Here's a great question somebody had. What comic books would you never want to see made into movies?
Chew?
Oh, no, I think Chew would be a fun movie.
Oh, that'd be disturbing.
Well, it'd be disturbing, but it would be fun.
It'd be like Seven.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But more like a comical, whimsical movie. I think Chew would be a good one.
Oh.
Howard the Duck. Unfortunately, it's too late.
Oh, you can't use one. That wasn't the question.
Well, it should have.
Comics you don't want to see made into a movie, not that you didn't want to see made into a movie.
All right, well, I also don't.
Okay, pick one.
All right, well, pick one. What would be? I don't know. It's a tricky question.
I threw one out there. You gotta come up with one.
Well, I could just throw one out there. I would say, man, every comic book I like, I want to get made into a movie. It had to be a comic book I hate.
Mouse Guard. I wouldn't want to see that as a movie.
Mouse Guard is a good call.
Because, honestly, the best they could do is a Secret of Nim kind of comic.
Mm-hmm.
Like movie. And they already kind of did that.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think they need to redo it.
Yeah. Archie. Archie comics. I don't want to see Archie comics made into a movie. I mean, those comics are boring enough.
What's the Family Circle?
Family Circus?
The Family Circus?
Family Circus would be another one I'd never want to see made into a movie.
I don't think he was thinking comic strips.
Well, Archie was a comic book.
Yeah.
How about Tintin? Oh, wait,
I was thinking Tintin. They are making it. I want to see that. I'm curious.
Really?
I'm just curious what the fuck they're going to do with it.
I think it's going to blow.
It's like a Babar movie. Live-action Babar movie with people walking around with elephant heads.
I don't know, man.
I'm an elephant.
That looks bad. I'll tell you one that I wouldn't want to see. Teen Titans.
You don't want to see a Teen Titans.
No, that's a formula for destruction because, for one reason only, teen is in the name. So they're going to try and market it to the teens, and it will suck.
It's going to end up like the Avatar game?
It will end up like the Avatar video game, or
which you
like Avatar The Last Airbender, more like the actual movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll look bad. I think they'll try and do it too cutesy. It'll take everything out of it.
That's probably right.
Yeah, you can't have teen in it at all. Same
Does
goes
it got to
for
be
New
R?
Mutants.
Does it got to be pornographic?
I think every superhero movie should be R-rated.
Battle Pope would be interesting.
Battle Pope would be interesting.
I think Battle Pope would be interesting, like Resident Evil movie style.
Yeah, like
where it's clear they're just trying
to
go over the top, ridiculous, yeah, because that's kind of what Battle Pope is anyway.
Yeah,
I think it fits better with Battle Pope than Resident Evil,
Mm-hmm.
but.
Yeah, I think it's easier to think of movies that I'd like to see made. I'd like to see a Luke Cage movie. But not Luke Cage now. I want to see Luke Cage circa 1970s Heroes
I want
for
to
Hire.
see Luke Cage as Black Dynamite.
Well, Luke Cage is Black Dynamite.
Yeah, not really.
Not really. But he might as well be. Back in the 70s. Dynamite! Anyway, so I'd like to see that. I'd like to see Moon Knight, the movie. I think
Moon Knight.
I think that looks that would be really cool. Never get made.
Black
Black Panther.
I got to address a question. Someone asked what my favorite MK9 character is. Katana, by far. Anyway, carry on.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Don't know what I was talking about now.
Dynamite.
See, you know the sad thing is like, I'm thinking of comic books I would never want to see made into movies. Like, I'm like, Swamp Thing. Wait a minute, they made that fucking movie. Like, every time in my head, I'm like, well, that wouldn't. Well, they made that movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's driving me nuts. That was a really.
It's driving me nuts.
That was a really good, difficult question to ask. Like, what would you not want to see made? That's friggin' impressive. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. Nobody knows it. Look it up. It's
The
awesome.
League of Substitute Heroes?
I would love to see that movie.
As a comedy?
Doom Patrol. That would be a terrible movie.
Never want to see a Starman movie?
No.
That's what somebody said in there.
Didn't they make a Starman movie?
I don't remember. If they
Well,
did,
no,
I blocked it out.
I think they made a movie named Starman, but it had nothing to do
with
the comic
Starman?
book. No,
Yeah.
I don't think it had anything to do with the comic book.
Someone said there's a Black Dynamite comic book now.
That'd be a good comic.
Are you going to buy it?
Oh, Aquaman.
But the problem with
movie.
the Black Dynamite comic book is that they can't shout
Dynamite.
Unless it's one of those like cards, like the birthday
Oh
cards.
my God, that'd be awesome.
You flip to the page.
That'd be so cool.
Dynamite.
You turn a page and it just screams at you like, "Oh, that shit's the best comic ever." Sex or food? Food. Who would ask such a stupid
Sex.
question? What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I can get sex whenever I want to.
I can eat your sex.
There's a lot of butter involved when I have sex. For all of you out there, watch Last Tango in Paris if you want to get that joke. You'll never use butter again.
Yeah.
Do you remember that scene from Last Tango in Paris?
No, I don't want to even think about
Marlon
it.
Brando is a fat, old Marlon Brando having anal sex with a 47-year-old woman for lube. Stick of butter. Last Tango in Paris. Yeah. It's a real movie. I believe it was nominated for Academy Awards.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Off topic.
Yeah. It's not about butter or anal sex.
Do you know of any graphic novels with a romantic plot?
With a romantic plot?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I don't mean like sexual.
Well, there was.
Like,
there was.
Hey, Adam.
No, wait.
How you doing?
Gen 17. I think that was the name of it. It's either Gen 17 or Gen X or something. It was a group of teenage superheroes, but it was mostly like the real world. And what they do is it was just one relationship with another after another. It was like a soap opera with superheroes. Late 90s. Gen 13. I don't, maybe Gen X, but maybe.
It was Image or,
yeah, Image.
not Image, the other one.
Image or Dark Horse or.
Wildstorm.
Maybe.
I think it
You
was.
mean Wildcats?
No. Gen X and 17, X17. People are saying, love Gen 13, Video Goat said.
Gen 13? Is that the one that I'm thinking of?
We're trying to figure this out, and it was Image.
It was Image
Someone
Gen
said.
13. So that would be, besides like Lois Lane, Mary
Just a
Jane.
random, romantic plot in.
Yeah, Lois Lane and Mary Jane, they had long running comics. I mean, but
Well, sure. So did Tintin.
Tintin's really old.
I know. Tintin's fucking old as shit.
Wow.
And they're still making it. It's French, right?
No, it's
Belgian?
Belgian, I think, or something.
Whatever.
Something like that.
My shirt does say Nerd Wars Kill Llamas, and you can buy this shirt on spreadshirt.wackygamer.com for $20 because Adrian, who's ink with N in there, made awesome graphics. We got a bunch of
really
designs,
cool shirts.
and we got women's shirt for the two women who watch this shit. I don't know what happened to Blimey. She hasn't talked in a while, but she needs to comment, make sure she's still alive. She didn't get beat or something. But yeah, you can buy these shirts. And Vitamin Water is the best.
Vitamin water's really
I meant to
good.
have one. It's in the fridge, but I forgot to grab it out.
You should go get it right now.
Okay, I'll go get Vitamin Water. You talk.
right.
You talk about donkey puppet shows.
All right, good. Well, I'm not going to talk about donkey puppet shows. I'm not even sure what that means. I'm guessing it's sexual. Yeah, we're not doing that. Well, here's the thing. Comment, you suck, black people. There you go. I just read some of your comments. Some fat ass. I guess somebody's just calling me names on here. Who would this person be? John the cool guy. That's I get it. It's ironic, that new hipster thing where it's ironic to call yourself cool when you're really a douche. All right, so we got a lot of crap that people are talking about. I am a woman and I am fingering myself. You're a woman whose name is Mr. Chode 15.
He's
That's
not
a really
woman. Why do you
I'm
even
guessing.
talk to that guy?
I don't know.
Okay.
No homo. These
Hey,
people are
hey,
writing the
people.
weirdest shit.
Look, I got vitamin water.
He's got vitamin water. He's really proud
Adrian wants to know how he should draw Casey.
How
That's a good question. So Adam's got a girlfriend.
believe it or not,
She looks kind of like. How would you best describe her?
I'm not getting into
Okay,
that.
I'll describe her for you. She looks like one of those girls with tits that
What?
has glasses, and she likes to walk around and talk in like a female voice, like, "Hi, my name's Casey."
That's really your description. She's 5
She looks
foot
a lot
tall.
like Paul.
No, she doesn't. Who's Paul?
You don't remember Paul, that guy you had sex with back in college?
Oh God, Jesus.
You got caught.
So
Your friend was sleeping on the sofa behind you, and caught you having sex with Paul.
So she's about 5 feet tall. She has red hair with a curl, big blue-green eyes. She wears thick glasses, dresses like a nerd.
Why? I have a better question for you.
Mm.
Why is everyone who listens to our podcast know Paul?
I don't know. I think they're just
And you
putting
don't
on
remember
Paul.
that shit.
No, I remember it, but it never happened. It was just something that you fabricated out of a story.
No, you said his name multiple times through the story.
Whatever. All right. Now, what was the question? How to draw Casey?
How to draw Casey.
I thought you were drawing Casey as Harley Quinn.
Well, he said he made a good point. We were talking on Skype the other day. It's really hard to draw face in Harley Quinn, because no matter what you draw, it looks like
Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really good question. Now that I think about it.
Like Catwoman wouldn't work either too well because you got face mask going on. Wonder Woman, you can do Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman or old school Batgirl when she had the red hair coming out of the back. You know?
Yeah.
We got to think of a superhero that you can see her face. That's too bad because I got a major boner for Harley Quinn.
I'm not saying anything bad about Harley Quinn.
Or maybe drawing her as Tank Girl.
Well, that's what they were saying. Tank Girl would be awesome.
I know that Casey would want want that.
She is a huge Tank Girl fan.
She's a big Tank Girl fan. That's my big mission when I go to Comic-Con is just to find as many Tank Girl things as I can.
And she's not coming to Comic-Con.
No, she's not coming.
Pretty much a dude trip.
Because this is my time to get random tail.
Yeah, right.
While sharing a room with Jeff.
With Jeff. Don't worry, I'll end up in the ER again.
There you go. When you have a tapeworm or your nuts falling off or whatever, I'm gonna hook up with some of the other lonely, sad men that go to Comic-Con. I'm not rich enough to get any of the big-breasted girls that go there to try and land programmers.
When you're not a programmer.
Yeah.
See,
and
I have the money and a programmer, but have no interest in...
And you're married.
Well, that doesn't hurt anything, but no interest in any of the whores.
I don't really have any interest in them either. But now that I'm saying all of this out loud, I do want to fuck with them and just pretend to be a rich... How much do you think a monocle costs?
That's $30.
That's something... $20?
Yeah.
Man, no wonder only the richest programmers have those.
You're such a douche.
What do you mean I'm a douche?
I don't know.
This shit makes sense.
We're just rambling today.
Yeah, we are just
Can you tell we really didn't have a plan? We've been off 2 weeks and we got nothing to talk about.
What are you talking about? I came to the table with a ton of shit.
What'd you come to the table with?
Well, I got another topic I was about to bring up.
What was it?
Canadian animated programming.
Okay. I'm going to ignore you from now on. My wife just said I can make you a monocle.
Oh, well, there you go. All right.
$20.
A handcraft. $20?
Yeah.
For a handcrafted monocle?
Here's a good
That's
worm.
A deal.
A good question. Psyworm. This is a good question for us. And we'll hit Skyrim in a minute, guys. I see you. Psyworm asks, how do we get started doing this? Now, I'm going to call this the entire enterprise of Wacky Gamer.
Okay.
Because it had origins in the first cross-platform comedy show.
Yep, that's true.
So Adam and I did comedy together at a school
Mm-hmm.
and
San
club.
Francisco. Mm-hmm.
Still around, San Francisco Comedy College.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really learn to be a comedian, although that's what it looks like on the surface. You learn how to not be a horrible comedian. And he helps you be a better comedian. But you find your own funny. He's not teaching you.
Well, no, that's
He's not
that's
giving
the
you
deal.
jokes or anything, right? You
It's
find
not
your own funny.
opinion-based, it's theory-based. I don't know why we're talking about that.
No, but Adam and I did a lot at that school, and we did a show, and he encourages you to do your own show. And my idea was a nerd comedy show. Not enough nerd comedy shows. I want to talk about Harry Potter. I want to talk about video game references. I want to talk about whatever the hell's on my mind, and that's usually what's on my mind. I start a show. Put Adam in it. He's a big nerd. Put Ryan in it. He's a big nerd. A couple other people. But the three of us have pretty much been the core. And then we were trying to think of some ways to get on the internet. We decided to start a podcast. We like talking nerdy. We'll do that.
Yeah.
You're just going to say yeah the whole time.
But
Then I'm on the incredible podcast of Amazing Awesomeness.
Is that a real podcast?
You should go listen to if you haven't.
The incredible
It's,
podcast of Amazing Awesomeness?
Terpster. Terpster and Mike Schramm used to be on the WoW Insider podcast. Best podcast ever. Not really, but it's really, really good.
All right.
And I was on there, and Michael from Vsauce saw it and decided to get us into YouTube, and the rest is history. We started doing YouTube videos. We stumbled upon Nerd Wars as a concept of things to do. You know.
We just started getting momentum, and then all of a sudden it was, hot dogs. You know what I mean?
Hot dogs everywhere. It's weird.
Hot dogs everywhere. Hot dogs.
Macaroni.
That's what I was saying. Jeff was like, "Hey Adam, we got 1,000 views." I was like, "Macaroni hot dog." That's what I said. I hope that makes this guy happy.
No, it won't make him happy.
It won't make him happy.
Okay.
I'll just have something else.
So Skyrim.
Okay, what's Skyrim?
The Elder
Is that a
Scrolls
sex
game.
movie? Oh.
No, the sequel. Well, not really sequel to Oblivion, but.
But another the Elder Scrolls games, whatever.
Yeah.
What about it?
You excited about it?
Well, we talked about this last time.
Yeah.
And
But most of the people didn't see that because I never got it up there.
Well,
because of tech issues.
Okay, you're right. All right.
Our E3 podcast never made it up because of tech issues.
Oh, shit. Okay, so well, my problem is the same problem I have with a lot of things. This game's going to take up way too much time. It's like they're saying, to just finish the basics of the game, it's 80 hours.
100 dungeons?
And there's 100 dungeons, and it's just too much. I know I love it. I know it's going to be awesome. I know it's going to be well done. And that's why I will never play that game.
You know what I first thought when I saw that game?
Macaroni, You know what I thought? Hot dog!
Hot dog!
That's what I thought.
Vitamin water, hot dog, macaroni! Okay.
But yeah, that's what I think about it. That being said, it looks really cool. It looks really neat. It looks like a ton of fun.
I'm going to buy this game,
beautiful.
and then I'm going to talk about it a lot, and then you're going to end up buying it. That's what's going to happen.
Probably.
Or you're going to borrow it.
Yeah, probably.
Once I die in my apartment from playing it and not eating it.
Yeah. Once all of your muscles have atrophied and you're unable to even move anymore, that's when you're going to hand it to me.
Yes.
It'll be left to me in your will.
Yeah, someone asked why we always use microphones. That's a good question. I'm a stickler for sound quality, and I hate echoey camera microphones.
Yep. I'm just straight up gangster, and I like rapping.
We like to hold it shotgun style, motherfucker. What? We'll be straight up here and shit, dog.
Shit.
I
don't know who Jonathan the Cool Guy is, but he's fucking annoying.
Not as annoying as macaroni.
Hot dogs. But so far, Jonathan the Cool Guy has just wrote fatty, yes, fatty, over and over again. He's wrote it like 50 times.
Two different people, but that's okay. You can't read.
Well, whatever.
So we're going to get out of here in a minute.
I'm having a good time just reading.
Well, you can read, but I'm going to ask a question to the fans, and I need people to answer this honestly. If we were to rap about a topic right now, what would it be? And it's got to be 3 words. 3 words only.
To rap about a topic with 3 words?
Well, their idea's got to be 3 words.
Like, so, hot dog. Since is hyphenated, would that be 3 words?
Well, hot dog could be 1 word or 2.
Well, I'm talking about a dog I want to have sex with.
Okay.
I thought because that's where the comes. Hot dog. It's like, I gotta have sex with another dog. I really didn't want to do that.
Here's suggestions for people. My Little Pony, Drunk in Public, Nerd Comic Trash, Donkey Sex Show,
Donkey sex show.
My Little Pony again. I think My Little Pony's gonna win.
I think it's gonna be a My Little Pony Donkey Sex
Alf's
Show.
Big Balls. That's a good one to combine with the Donkey Sex Show.
Now, I watched Alf run in the credits of that
Yeah.
show. He doesn't have testicles.
Kill Your Friends. Ugg Make Out. I like Ugg Make Out.
No, I think that's just somebody asking us to make out.
Boats
They've been
and
saying
Hoes.
that for a while.
Chow Yun Fat. Jeff Shinyhead.
Well, I think we should do a sex show, a donkey sex show
With My Little
with
Pony.
My Little Ponies. I think that's the money.
Well, you
right
want to
there.
close this out with a horrible rap?
About what?
My Little Pony Donkey Sex Show.
I went south of the border because I don't know. I just wanted to see a My Little Pony sex show.
All the ponies be sitting there naked, looking at each other like, hey, let's not fake it.
That was almost rhymish.
Go.
See, wait a minute. I'm left with the really bad part of the sex show now.
Sitting there naked. Hey, we won't fake it. Go.
All right. The ponies came out. I was having fun until one of them got a hot dog in the buns.
Hot dog in the buns. You know the ponies like it that way.
A hot dog
dogs in the buns. You know the ponies like it that way. And all the ponies yell, hot dog.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
There you go. Was that a good fucking... Why do you
All
make
right.
us fail? I agree, Black Seven.
I think if you can't appreciate the ridiculousness of that rap, you're not American. And if you're not American,
That's right, fatty again. This guy's killing me.
I use the Eminem ham because I'm straight up hip hop, yo.
I could go for some M&Ms.
See?
Shit, I am a fatty.
Someone said fail, but Madman's like, end every podcast like this. I'm fine with it, but...
No! Do we have to end every podcast for this? We need to wrap it up. We need to get going.
Yeah, we do need to get going because Adam turns into a pumpkin in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's
So-
a really weird time to turn into a pumpkin, 9/11.
Yeah,
It's because I'll never forget.
because...
That's why.
Well, I need to start getting my cooking supplies ready so I can bake you into a nice pie.
Is that sexual?
I don't know.
It sounds sexual.
Well, I guess we'll see you later, everybody.
Bye.
As I bake Adam's pie.